and welcome to the third online Principal Assembly for Term 2. I'm Polly, this is Georgia, Thomas, Keely, Nellie, Finn, Nat and Mr. Conradi.
Remember to learn the goals of the fortnight and act them. Now I'd like to hand it over to Thomas and Keely for the success criteria.
Look at the screen and listen. Don't talk to the person next to you. Remember to act on the goals of the fortnight and write them in your diary. Please discuss the goals of the fortnight.
Last fortnight's goal was literacy and numeracy goals. Mr. Conradi, want to talk about this?
Oh wow, I loved looking at everyone's literacy and numeracy goals over the last fortnight. Everyone's given a really good effort. I want to give a shout out to Francesco's class. They've asked me to come up and have a look at their literacy and numeracy goals. I will be making my way up there and hopefully I'll be able to film some and take some photos to share at the next assembly. I encourage the other classes, if you'd love to share your literacy and numeracy goals, ask me along. I can bring some of our school leaders, they'll come along, and Nat will come along, or any of the leadership. Anything we can do to help the students achieve their literacy and numeracy goals will be amazing. Okay, I'll pass back.
So the first of this fortnight's goal is code switching, which Nat would like to talk about.
Thank you. So many of you would have seen the code switching signs on our doors that are giving us a bit of a reminder, especially when we come back from the break. Obviously most kids get out there and have a run around, and lots of people are building hubbies and playing sport, and our energy levels are a little bit different outside than when we should be coming inside. So we code switch back into the class by dropping our voice level, cooling off a little bit from the break, and then getting ready to engage in our learning. Especially at the moment, I'd like to remind people around code switching in the forest, around cubby making and using branches and sticks, and they should only be used for making the cubbies, and people need to be respecting each other's creations, because I think there's been a little bit of that happening in the forest. So we code switch back and start our learning again.
I agree, Nat. I've seen the sign on many doors. It's actually by your window. It says code switch. It tries to remind you, as you're coming back from the break, let's switch back into learning mode in the classroom. I must agree with Nat. We've had quite a few people sort of doing a few inappropriate things with sticks. So we really need people to be kind, look after other people, and only use them to make cubbies. A couple other reminders, and me being new to the school this year, I've learnt about the red flags. I'm sure a lot of you know about the red flags. If you see a red flag up, it just means you can't use sections of the oval because it's quite muddy. The other thing is everyone should know before school you're not meant to be out on the oval with balls, so please remember that. Most of you know that you can't be at school before 8:25 unless you're in OSH. So just talk to your parents. If you're getting dropped off a little bit early, you can't be here before 8:25. And the last thing, and I know everyone at this school knows, no tackling in the football games or rugby or anything like that. We have way too many injuries, and these people all smiling because they've been at this school forever and they know we can't tackle, and we really need, as senior people, to be seen not to do that. Because could you imagine, we've got senior people doing that, the little kids will do the same. Okay, there's a few things to remember, but I hope that you can talk about code switching with your teacher maybe after this assembly, maybe what you're doing well, and a little aim of what to improve on. We do have a couple other goals. Pass them back to you.
So the next of this fortnight's goals are learning intentions, which Mr. Conradi will talk about.
I'll just briefly talk about it, then we've got some great leaders here ready to share their learning intentions. Basically, it's really simple. You should know the word learning intention or something like that. It's really what's the focus of the lesson. What are we learning about? We hope that when we go into your classroom that you can tell us, and I'll be bringing the leaders this week. We're hoping to come into lots of rooms, and we're hoping you can show us a few learning intentions. But to give you a bit better idea, I think we'll start with Finn. He'll tell you one of his learning intentions.
in our classroom each week, we all get 10 spelling words, and with each of those spelling words, we have to write out a sentence showing our definition of the word, and look up the word in dictionaries to get a better understanding for it.
So in maths last term, our learning intention for like the overall term basically was just to extend your knowledge of fractions, percentages and decimals.
Excellent.
This term in our class, our learning intentions are to get better at complex sentences and use accurate punctuation.
The last of this fortnight's goal is using the 7 steps of writing, which Mr. Conradi and Polly will talk about the first one, which is planning for success.
Actually, you've done really well there. Your school here, Trinity Garden, started the 7 steps to writing last year, and everyone, as far as I know, because I asked the leaders if they could tell me the 7 steps, they all seem to know. And we'd really like to focus, because the teachers asked me to talk about 1 step over 3 weeks. Try to get to see if a lot of the classes know what that step is. And again, I'll be taking the leaders and we'll be doing some photographs and things like that of each step. But I've purposely not talked about the first step because I'm leaving that up to Polly. She's got a good idea of what the first step is. And again, when you finish this online assembly, maybe have a quick talk in class. Do we know what the first step is? Where do we use it? Over to you, Polly. What is it?
So the first step of the 7 steps is planning for success. So what that means is before you start writing, you plan the end, the start and the middle of the story so you've got a better understanding of what you're writing about.
Excellent. So that means we might be looking at people's writing books. Do you think, leaders? And maybe even last term, I'm pretty sure, that you may have actually done the first step even if you don't realise it. And we'd love to take some examples. So next time, instead of hearing us just talking about it, maybe we'll film a couple of you people sharing the first step. Okay.
Thank you for listening to our online assembly. Please remember to learn the goals of the fortnight. Have a good week.
See you, everyone.